Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can I have your resume?
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself.
I'm myself Vaishnavi. I'm basically from Nirmal, but currently staying in Hyderabad. I did my graduation in BTech from Narasimha Reddy Engineering College. My strength, I'm self-motivated and hardworking person. My hobbies are listening to music, playing games, and coming to my technical skills, manual testing, Java, SQL. That's it, sir.
Okay, Vaishnavi. How much rate yourself in manual testing out of 10?
Yeah, it.
Okay, what are the black box techniques?
Black box testing. Mm, Boundary value analysis, equivalence partitioning, error guessing, state transition table, use cases, decision table.
Okay. So, what are the principles of software testing?
Execute, test the absence of defects. Excessive testing is not possible. Early testing, defect clustering, pesticide paradox, testing the context independent, absence of error and falsy.
So, what is defect clustering?
Defect cluster. To track the defect, we do class defect cluster.
So, explain defect life cycle.
When we are executing the test cases, the testing unit find the defects, and the testing unit will send the defect to the developer, and the developer accept the defect and start fixing the defect. Um, Start fixing the defect, and defect is fixed in the testing server. If defect is not properly fixed, that application will be open. The defect is properly fixed, the application will be closed until the process continues till the application will be going on. It is done by test engineering.
Okay, explain STLC.
STLC. It is a procedure. It is a procedure of software testing applications. It has different stages and phases. System study, prepare test plan, prepare test cases, prepare RTM, defect tracking, test execution report, and retrospective meeting.
So, what is an RTM?
Requirement traceability matrix. It is a document whether the procedure to check the at least one test case is called RTM. It is done by requirement and test cases.
Okay, what is meant by static testing and dynamic testing?
It is a In static testing we can do verification process. In dynamic testing we can do validation process. It is a process oriented. It's a product oriented.
Okay, in static testing, what we are going to check?
Documents.
Okay, in dynamic.
In dynamic, we go through the walkthroughs like inspections, reviews.
Okay. So, what is integration testing?
Testing the data flow between two or more modules is called integration testing.
Okay. So, what are its types?
Incremental integration testing, non-incremental integration testing. In incremental integration testing, top down and bottom up. Top down, when the parent module is there and child module will be added. This is called incremental integration testing. Top down, when a child module is not there, parent module will be added. It's called bottom up. In non-incremental integration testing, when we cannot find the parent module and child module, then we will do the non-incremental integration testing, big bang.
Fine. So, explain what is sprint.
Sprint. In sprint, in sprint, designers, developers, and coding will be there. In sprint, only 78 members will be there. Experienced persons only will be involved in this sprint.
So, then what is retrospective meeting?
In retrospective meeting, all the members gather together and discuss about the project, like a team leader, developer lead, business analyst, customer involvement will be also there. Discuss about the project, good and improvements.
Okay. So, when we will go to the agile methodology?
When the customer want quickly requirement, in agile methodology, in less time, good quality, we will go for agile method.
Okay. So, explain the difference between QA and QC.
It is a process oriented, it's a product oriented, it's a verification process, it is a validation process, it is a preventive defect, it's a detective defect. When we are developing the application, there is a product is right. When they are developing the application, it's a right product. It is a static testing, it's a dynamic testing.
Okay. So, what is the difference between retesting and regression testing?
Retesting, testing the application whether the defect is fixed or not is called retesting. Testing the impacted areas of an application and modifying an edit is called regression testing.
So what are its types in regression testing?
Unit regression testing, regional regression testing, full regression testing. In unit regression testing, testing the application only one particular model is called unit regression testing. In regional regression testing, testing the functionality of an application on related modules and check all the related modules is called regional regression testing. In full regression testing, testing the application and hardware and software inside the application is called full regression testing.
Okay, what is performance testing?
Testing the response time of an application by applying the loads of an application is called performance testing. There are 4 types of testing: load testing, stress testing, volume testing, soap testing.
Okay, can we do performance testing manually? Is it possible?
Yes, sir, it is possible.
So then why we are going to the automation for doing the performance testing?
In automation testing, with the tool we should do an automation testing, sir, like Selenium.
Okay, what are the tools we are going to using in performance testing?
Load runner,
Okay, what are the test management tools?
test management tools. Selenium, QTP, Bugzilla, TestRail, TestLink.
Okay, what is the difference between a test case and a scenario?
Test case and scenario. Testing the application in all the possible ways is called scenarios. In test case, testing the step-by-step procedure of an application is called test case.
Okay, what is severity and priority?
CVT will tell about how much the impacting and affecting the business scenarios is called CVRT. Blocker, critical, major and minor, trivial. In priority means first.
Okay, what is adapt testing?
Testing the applications and randomly of informal documents like requirements and test cases called adapt testing.
Okay, explain a SDLC.
SDLC, software development lifecycle. Usually, it is a process of developing the software application. It has different stages and phases: requirement gathering, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, installation, maintenance, support.
Okay, so what is a test plan?
Test plan. It is a procedure to developing the document in future activities like test lead, test manager, testing field. In test plan, because experienced people who only will be involved in this test plan.
Okay, what is positive testing and what is negative testing?
Testing the application valid or unexpected data is called positive testing. In negative testing, testing the invalid data or unexpected data is called negative testing.
So what is the difference between defect and a bug?
Defect, bug is an informal name of a defect, and it is a mismatching of the defect.
Okay, so then what is error?
Mistake in the source code is known as error.
So what is the purpose of the retrospective meeting?
In retrospective meeting, all the team members will gather together and discuss about the project, how good and improvements about the project.
Okay, what is security testing?
Testing the applications of an data and resources of an accessible the user.
Okay, so what is reliability testing?
Testing the functionality of an application's continuous duration of some time. It is done only by single user. It is the consistency of an application is called reliability testing.
Okay, then what is globalization testing?
Testing the applications whether the develop the multiple languages of an application is called globalization testing.
Okay, what is functional testing?
Testing the each and every component independently is called functional testing.
Okay, what are its components?
And in components, radio button, checkbox, link, label, area, drop down.
Okay, what is acceptance testing?
It is an end-to-end testing which is done by the customer, ensure the application is fit for business scenarios or not is called acceptance testing.
Okay, what are the advantages in manual testing?
Flexibility study. In advantage of manual testing is in manual testing, no, without any tool we do the manual testing.
Okay, so what is the difference between verification and validation?
It is a process oriented, it's a product oriented. It is a verification process, it's a validation process. It is a preventive defect, it's a detective defect. It's a static testing and dynamic testing.
Okay. So as a test engineer, when you can write a test cases?
When the customer gives a requirement, we should uh, we should start the application, and by seeing the application we should write the test cases, step by step process.
Okay, Vaishnavi, that's it.